Hey, what's up, stock compounders? Brad here. So I want to do a YouTube monetization update today. How long does it take to get monetized on YouTube in 2020? So as many of you may know, I hit 1,000 subscribers after 3 months of making a video every day. Okay, I think it was March 25th. I committed to making a video every day for, I believe it was 90 days. And right on that 90th day, sometime mid-June, I hit 1,000 subscribers. So, there's two metrics that you need to hit in order to get monetized on YouTube. One is 1,000 subscribers, and the other one is 4,000 watch hours on your videos in the last 12 months, okay? So like I said, I hit the 1,000 subscribers after 3 months of posting a video every day. Now, I'm not quite to the 4,000 watch hours yet. I'm at 3,477 watch hours in the last 12 months. So I'm 87% of the way there after 110 days, okay? So, based on what I've done in the last week for watch hours, it's been about 44 watch hours a day on average in the last week. So if we extrapolate that out, if I average 44 hours a day in the coming weeks, it'll take 12 more days for me to hit 4,000 watch hours. So that'll be right about 4 months, okay? So based on my experience, of course, this may be different for you depending on what kind of content you're creating, what niche, and how well your audience resonates with both your content and the way you express that content. But 3 months to 1,000 subscribers, 4 months to 4,000 watch hours. That's kind of the numbers that I'm seeing with my channel. So why am I sharing this with you? Well, a big part of starting this channel has been to create another income stream. So I'm very excited to finally make some money from this channel. I shouldn't say finally, it's only been 4 months by the time, hopefully money starts coming in. But I also want to inspire you guys to kind of see what YouTube is like, see what being a YouTube creator is like. When you think of creator, it's a little intimidating. It's like, oh, I've got to create all of this content. How am I going to do that? Where am I going to come up with things to talk about? To me, the word create is, it's a little bit, it is intimidating. And it's not really the way that I experience making videos on YouTube. Obviously, there's a ton of things to talk about related to stock market and investing. You can see what topics have performed well for other YouTube creators. So it's pretty easy to actually come up with things to make videos about. For me personally, the big kind of fear in the beginning was actually getting in front of a camera and talking, in front of the camera to, not knowing who was going to see it. I felt very shy in the beginning around that concept. But, it just takes a little practice. And it's really something I think most people can get over fairly quickly. Another big objection that people have is, well, I have to invest in all of this equipment. I have to learn how to edit videos. I have to learn how to cut in sound and, paste, kind of insert images into the videos. And that's a lot. It's a lot to, it's daunting to think that you have to know how to do all of that before you get started. So a big part of my journey in the last, 3.5 months has been, all right, I need to make this as simple as possible because otherwise I'm not even going to get started. So, in the last 110 days of making a video every day, I have done 0 editing on the videos. I hit the start record button on my iPhone. That's what I'm filming this on, just my iPhone. Hit the start record button. I do it all in one take. You know, sometimes there's moments where I have a brain fart and I can't think of what to say, and it's a little awkward. You know, I feel silly when that happens because I don't edit it out. I don't, you know, cut that section out. I just keep rolling. And you know, there's a saying, perfection is the enemy of execution. Okay, I firmly believe that. And so I needed to make it sustainable for myself. And the way I do that is I don't edit the videos. I don't put sound in. I do it all in one take. Sure, there have been times where, you know, I hit record and like right away I fumble. And at that point I'll stop and start over again. But I've never done more than one take in a sitting. And it's always, you know, within the first minute that I'm like, okay, I need to start over. That was a terrible start to the video. But I think it's really important to do it as simply as possible. Okay, it's incredibly important, and it's easy to watch, you know, really experienced YouTubers who have been making videos for years, and they have hundreds of thousands of views on each video, and think, oh, that's where I need to start. But it's actually not where you need to start. You need to start with an iPhone, sitting in front of a window, right? You don't need lighting. You don't need special lights. Make it as simple as possible and just get started. And, you know, over time, over weeks, you're going to find out, oh, here's a topic that really resonates with people, that people want to hear more about. You're going to get those keywords that you find out are hot for whoever your audience is. And then you can kind of double down on that content. And, you know, it's fun. It's a process of iterating and exploring and testing things. One of the great things about being in the early days of being a YouTube creator is, you know, I can just throw out an idea. I can make a video around an idea where it's kind of far out there. And because I don't have a lot of viewers yet, it's not going to blow up in my face, right? I can test it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I just move on, okay? I've never had a situation where I've made a video that didn't resonate with my audience and I lost a bunch of subscribers because, you know, it's not that easy to actually lose subscribers. I think, you know, your audience is actually fairly forgiving of your content. If it misses every once in a while, you know, they're just gonna, you know, give you a pass and go on to the next video. But there is that fear as a creator, like, okay, I have to make sure I don't offend anyone. I can only make content kind of within these parameters, just to make sure that I kind of maintain and continue to grow my subscriber base. All of that is just, you know, fear that doesn't have any basis in reality. So anyway, I just wanted to share kind of some of my thoughts on being a YouTube creator. I'd love it if these videos actually inspired some of you to start making videos on YouTube. It's awesome when I get a comment on one of these monetization videos where it's like, hey, yeah, maybe I should start. And then, you know, maybe they have a few questions and I give them a little encouragement and they're off to the races. So that's so satisfying to me, much more satisfying than a paycheck from Google. And then I just wanted to add one more thing. So I wanted to go through the exercise of estimating if I were monetized now. If I had my 4,000 hours, obviously I already have my 1,000 subscribers, but if monetization on my channel was on, how much money might I have made in the last month? Okay, based on how many views I've had in the last month. Usually how monetization works is depending on the niche that you're in, depending on the kind of content that you make, there's like a rate that you make per 1,000 video views, okay? And the figure that I got from Stephan's channel, he made a video back in December, kind of sharing how much money he made in the month of December. So his monthly ad revenue was $129,000. I know, insane, right? I'm sure it's much more than that now. I think he had half the subscribers only 6 months ago as he has now. But $129,000 in ad revenue based on 7.78 million views, okay? So that works out to about $16.59 per 1,000 views. $16.59 per 1,000 views. So based on my views in the last month, I had 16,200 views in the last month. So if I was making the same rate as him per 1,000 views, in the last month I would have made $269. You know, and it's easy to look at that and think, well, you know, that's kind of chump change. You know, I live in the Bay Area. My rent is, you know, $1,800 per month. But, you know, it is easy to look at it that way. But when you understand the power of compounding, you know, it doesn't really matter where you start, because, you know, with compounding, you have exponential growth, okay? You know, I'm sure Stephan, when he was getting started, you know, there was a time he was making $100 in a month. I think that's the minimum for YouTube to send out a paycheck. You have to make at least $100. But every YouTuber started around that $100, $200 per month. And it's when you understand these social platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, when you understand the exponential growth potential of these social media platforms, you look at a number like 269 and you think, okay, you know, how often, how long might it take to double that number? And you get a few doubles, and now you're talking real money, okay? So that's kind of how I see the monetization piece. But I'm curious to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments if you're considering starting a YouTube channel. If you're considering making videos, what niche you might make videos for. What are you kind of passionate about? Because really you can make money in any niche on YouTube. All you need is a passionate user base. Of course, investing in finance is one of the more lucrative kind of areas on YouTube in terms of how much advertisers are willing to pay to put ads in front of that type of content. But you know, I encourage you, everybody has a passion. Everybody has something they're kind of a geek about. And if you've been thinking about it and you haven't quite gotten over the hump of sitting in front of a camera and, you know, figuring out what you want to create content around, I hope this gives you a nudge. Because in a couple weeks, I'm going to show you guys my first paycheck. And maybe that's the thing you'll need to kind of push you over the hump and get the creative juices flowing. Get the kind of, all right, I'm going to push through this fear kind of momentum happening. So anyway, guys, let me know if this video inspired you, and I will definitely keep you guys posted when I hit that 4,000 watch hours, and then again when I get that first paycheck from Google. All right, guys, stay safe out there. I'll see you in the next video.